My name is Nikia Squire. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. My background in sports has been basketball, volleyball, everything but track. I've only been doing track since my second semester freshman year of college, going on like 3.5 years. My role on the team, I'm the oldest one of the females, and I've been in the program the longest, so I guess that's where I'm at with that. First year that I went to the USAs, it was a great experience. I was excited that I went. I went there for the 60-meter dash. It was a little bit overwhelming. Being the first person, I guess, from Queens to go to the USAs and bringing, attention to Queens track and what we're doing here and how great of a coach Coach Camp is. So with that, and then going there and then meeting all of the, world athletes and Olympians and all of that, and really being in a room with them and being like face to face with them, that was awesome. Competing wise, it was a little bit hard for me because I was dealing with hamstring injuries. So what I had qualified for with the time, that season that I went to the USAs, I wasn't able to compete at my best. So when I went there, I got kicked out of finals. That was a little bit hard for me, but it was still a great experience overall. Going into that year after my hamstring injury, I honestly took the whole summer off and I didn't do anything. I just rested. I did some dry needling stuff with Dr. Ryan Danner and massage therapy sessions with Summer Austin, and that was about it. I didn't do any running, I didn't do any weightlifting, so I really took time off to make sure that my body was, in good shape, which then prepared me for the season. And I came back and I finally got in the swing of things, and I actually felt like I could do what I needed to do and my body felt healthy. First time I went to nationals, I was ranked #1 for the 6-meter dash. So I went in, I was fully focused, my body felt good, and I did what I needed to do. I really wanted to break 7.3 because I know I can do it, but I guess I was also coming back from a hamstring injury. It was pretty good to at least do what I should have done the years before. So then long jump, I came out as the runner-up. Everything started working really good as soon as I started focusing on what my body needed and taking the time out to prepare that for success. Literally the week after Indoor Nationals, we have our first outdoor season opener. I was already in my top shape and I ran 11.3 at the UNCC 49er Classic, and I just kept doing the same routine, really focusing on my body, my warm-up, listening to coach, and going to massage therapy sessions and all of that. So, I guess just being focused for indoor had a direct impact on what I did in outdoor. The beginning of last season, we sat down and we had a team meeting, and all of us stated, our goals and stuff like that for the season. And as a senior at the time, I said one of my goals was to have, the 4x1 relay team qualify to nationals. I felt like it was possible. So, we did it. I thought it was a realistic goal and we did it. So that was one of my greatest accomplishments. The years that I had before going to nationals and having all these titles, I'm like, it's awesome, but I don't have any teammates. Being at practice with these guys all the time, I really wanted them to have that same experience, and I wanted, my friends to go with me to nationals. That was an amazing experience for me. It was probably one of my favorite national adventures because of where we stayed at. We literally stayed on the beach, and it was just fun to have people that I started with, especially like Mystique, come with me and really added on to our journey together. It's funny because I got runner-up in the indoor nationals for long jump, but me and the same girl in outdoor were going neck and neck with that, and we jumped the same time, and she won indoor nationals because of her second furthest distance. And so we go in and we're doing the outdoor nationals, and I jumped 6:47 and she jumped 6:46. That was an amazing experience, but like I said, it's just, once you're at nationals and you're around these other great athletes, more like a respect. All the athletes that go to nationals, they respect each other and we talk to each other all the time. It was a good experience. I think I have a little bit more of an advantage because I had literally just got finished running the 100-meter dash prelim, and I went back over there, so my body still had that adrenaline in it, so I went out and popped the winning jump. When we first started this indoor season, so I had to train all by myself, which sucked. Coach V could give me workouts, but I couldn't train with the team. I came in, I started running with the team in January. My first couple of meets, I kept running 7.6s, and something wasn't right, obviously. I had ran unattached in December, I ran 7:49. So coach was like, I don't know if we're gonna get into nationals this year. I don't know if we're gonna, get to USAs this year. Based off of that, we didn't know if my times from before would allow me to, to qualify and get in that. That was struggling for me, so I had to take time, literally 2 weeks off of not practicing, doing bike workouts. I ended up qualifying for the USAs and going into that. So this year, my goals for this will be to try to stay as healthy as possible and to really focus on my body and try to prepare to run 7.3s while I'm at the USAs. But I also know that my situation is different from everybody else because USA track and field indoor nationals, that's everybody else's national championships. So after that week, they're diving into or taking a break before their outdoor season. But the week right after that, for me, I have to go to NCAA indoor national championships. My mind is better and I'm more prepared mentally and physically than I was last time, but I'm also aware of my other obligations to the track and field team. What's next for me? Over the summer after the outdoor national championships, me and Mystique tried out for the USA bobsled and skeleton team, and we've been doing pretty good. We went to the rookie camps and we did a couple of things that a lot of people don't have the opportunity to do. Based off my numbers, I ended up being able to go to Calgary, Canada, and doing the USA National Push Championships for bobsled, and I got third for that. The thing with that in track is bobsled and skeleton season is the same time as our indoor season, so I plan on continuing training with the bobsled and skeleton team and then doing outdoor track and field. Right now, I'm trying to focus on keeping my body prepared for this season, track and field, what's in the now. Over the summer, I'm gonna start picking up the bobsled and skeleton training again and going through that process and seeing how far that'll go. And if I can get into the 2018 Winter Olympics for bobsled, I'm gonna try to do that. I can only focus on the now because obviously you guys can tell I got a lot of things to do right now, so I can't really think too much or too far into the future, but my plans are to be a professional athlete in track and field and bobsled and skeleton.